Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Life Made Bliss. If you are new here, I'm Rochelle and I help you figure out exactly where you need to start when learning arm balances. So today's video is going to be a yoga practice that you can do when you are needing to open up your hips, your low back, and your hamstrings to make arm balances all that more accessible to you. And this flow is perfect for you if you just need to access those areas a little better and make everything nice and warm for your arm balance practice. So if you're feeling all set, what you're going to need today are 2 yoga blocks and, as always, a comfortable, quiet place for you to practice. So I will see you all in just a few moments once you have gotten yourself all set up. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have us all center first with a reclined supported back bend. So go ahead and come to a seat and grab both your blocks. And there are 3 different settings that you can do this on. And I'm going to show you this middle setting here when the blocks are medium height. This is the lowest height. This is the tallest height. We're going to do something around here, unless, of course, you are more comfortable on the lowest setting. Adjust that for yourself. So taking this first block here, we're going to set it up right here in the middle of your back. Ladies, if you wear a bra, that's going to be right where your bra hits you behind the back there, okay? So that's where the first block hits. All right, we're there. We're going to take that second block and just gently lean back and support the back of the head like so. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, palms open towards the ceiling. Drop into this space with me. Go ahead and invite that first conscious inhale, filling up the lungs full of air. Exhale, release the breath out the mouth. Make that audible sigh if you wish. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more times like that. One more time. Now, keeping mouth closed, practice your Ujjayi breath, creating that little snore in the back of your throat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, constrict the back of the throat, creating a little ocean sound that only you can hear. Release tension from your jaw, from your neck, from around your eyeballs. Send that same energy all the way down through the rest of your body, down through your toes, relaxing every individual muscle one by one. Arriving here, giving your attention to this moment in time. Go ahead and gently open the eyes and place the hands down beside you. Press into the back of the elbows. Gently come up into a seated position. We're going to stay here in our cobbler's pose, bringing the soles of the feet close into the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, begin to walk your fingertips out in front of you, bringing the chest towards your toes. Inhale, pause, create space in the spine. Exhale, go ahead and walk the fingertips out a little bit more. Natural inhale, pause here. Exhale, do you need to stay here or can you reach a little further out? At this point, it is your practice. So check in with yourself with what you need. Do not feel pressured to follow along. Inhale, exhale. Possibly bring the torso closer to your toes. From here, go ahead and relax the head, relax the neck down. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Last time. All right, inhale. Walk the fingertips back in, straighten the torso to an upright position. Grab one of those blocks from behind you, and then go ahead and create a diamond shape in your legs, moving your feet up about a foot or so, and creating about a block's width apart. We're going to set that block in between. The soles of your feet are going to gently press on the outside of that block. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, go ahead and walk the fingertips out towards the toes. Pause here, inhale. Create space, hinge at the waist. Keep walking the fingertips forward, bringing the chest closer to the mat. Nose is parallel. We're not pointing it forward. We're keeping our gaze towards our mat, nice and flat, back behind the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Come a little bit closer to the mat if your flexibility allows for it. Nothing painful here. We're not pushing our edges. On each inhale, we pause and create space. Each exhale, we move the chest closer to the mat, walking the fingertips out just a little bit more if possible. All right, go ahead and pause here. Go ahead and let the head and the neck relax. Find 3 breaths. Use that ujjayi breath. Slightly constrict in the back of the throat, like you're trying to make the sound of the ocean. We'll stay for 1 more breath. Last exhale. Go ahead and inhale. Walk the fingertips back to an upright position. Remove that block off to the side. Both blocks off to the side. Starting with that left leg, go ahead and extend that straight out. And bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, bent knee here. Going to inhale, grow tall. Exhale, walk those fingertips out. Inhale, pause. Exhale, maybe walk the fingertips out a little bit more. For those of you who are still working on their flexibility and your knee is bent like this, I want you to be careful that you aren't buckling over like so, losing the shape. I would rather you stay up here with a nice elongated spine and then just hinge at the waist and keep that nice straight line as you try to move your chest closer to the mat. And the moment you try to round the back, I want you just to take a step back and remain up here. Now wherever you are, go ahead and take 1 more breath here. Go ahead and inhale. Sit back on up. We're going to place that right hand behind us, coming onto the right knee. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Push the hips forward towards me. Reach that left arm up and over towards the right side of the room. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling, or you can look down towards your fingertips. It's whatever is comfortable for you. This is our gate pose. All right, go ahead and inhale, swoop that arm forward. And come up onto that left leg like a kickstand. There's no weight here on my left leg. Everything is being held up by my torso. This is just a little resting spot for your hand. I don't want any weight on your calf here or near your knee. Keep pushing those hips forward and reaching towards the left side of the room. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling or down at your knee. Wonderful. Go ahead and gently come out of gate pose, sitting back behind you. And we're maintaining that bent knee shape that we just came from. Take that right foot, place it on the outside of the left knee. We are facing forward. Go ahead and inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, go ahead and bring the left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Place the right hand behind you. Nice and strong through the fingertips. Keep that energy going. Sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, just use your abdomen muscles to rotate yourself and twist yourself behind you. Your gaze can be forward. You can have your neck turning towards the left or towards the right. It's your choice, whatever's most comfortable for you. One more breath. One more exhale. Can you twist a little deeper? And then inhale, go ahead and unravel from there. Just your torso. We're going to keep the legs exactly where they are. We're going to take this left heel and bring it towards our sit bone. Stack the knees, bring this right heel over towards our left hip. I'm going to face the camera real fast so you can see what I'm doing here. So knees are stacked like so. And for those that this is just impossible for, go ahead and try this on your back, where you have the feet crossed over one another, the knees crossed over one another, and you're holding on opposite hand to opposite foot. Great. So wherever you are in that, right knee is on top of left knee. Inhale, grow tall. This is cow face. Exhale. Go ahead and bring the torso down. Inhale, pause. Exhale, walk the fingertips forward. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. 3 breaths. Last breath. Nicely done. Go ahead and unravel the legs. Bring the right leg straight out. Left knee bent. Other side. Inhale, grow tall. So the left sole of the foot is on the right inner thigh here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, walk the fingertips forward. Keep the toes nice and flexed. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, walk the fingertips out. Keeping the gaze down. Inhale. Exhale, maybe go further. Maybe stop where you are and breathe. Go ahead and relax the head down here. Let's do 3 breaths. One more time. Inhale, rise back on up, place that left hand behind you, come onto the left knee, gate pose, push the hips forward, right arm extends, right arm close to the bicep close to the ear on the right arm here. Keep those hips pushing forward. We're up on the edge of the right foot. Go ahead and wrap that arm around, come up onto that kickstand, right leg. Reach the left arm towards the right of the room. Nice side body stretch along the left low back, rib cage. Wonderful. And then gently go ahead and find the mat by sitting behind you. And we're going to go into seated twist here, bringing that left foot to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring that right elbow next to the left knee. And twist to the left. Inhale, grow tall, create space, and then exhale, don't press against your elbow, but just use the muscles of your abdomen to rotate your chest to the left. One more inhale. One more exhale. And release. Going to go to cow face on this side. So we're going to bring that right heel over towards the sit bone on the left side of the hip. And then the left foot is near the right hip. Or you can go onto your back again for this one. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, walk the fingertips out in front of you. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, walk. Inhale. And exhale, relax the head down, relax the shoulders down. Two more breaths here. Last breath. Nicely done. Inhale. Come back up. Right. Ooh. That is a killer one. That one will really target the outside of your hips, and oh my gosh, it's killer. All right, go ahead and straighten out both your legs. Grab a hold of those blocks again and set them up down towards your knees here, and then along the thighs. Okay, so we don't have them past the knees, but just right at the knees and before it. We're going to do some L-sits. We're going to do 5 of them using our blocks, and it's okay if you can't get the heels off the ground as well. Just want you to practice bringing the torso close to the top of your thighs, pressing down through the blocks, and lifting your bum, okay? So we're going to do 5 of them. Go ahead and inhale, and then exhale, bring the torso down. On that same exhale, we'll lift our seat. Inhale, exhale, lift. 3 more. Last one. Lift. Bring those ankles in. Step back into plank. Come off those blocks. Exhale. Rock forward, chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. And exhale. Down dog. That transition might have been a little fast for you, so go ahead and take it at your own pace. It's okay if it wasn't done perfectly. I kind of sprung it on you. Mine wasn't perfect either. It's very messy. But meet me in down dog, and we will move on. Catch your breath. Come back to an even inhale, even exhale, nice and controlled. When you're ready, we're going to do left leg first. Inhale, point the toe, bring the left leg behind you to one-legged down dog. Keep the hips square. Exhale, knee to nose, but pause here with the knee to the left elbow. Slide that down towards the wrist. Bring that knee back up and gently place the left foot down. Nice. Now all 10 toes are pointed forward, and you're up on the tippy toes with the back leg. Find your balance. On an inhale, we're going to stand up into high lunge. Hands touch at the top here. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. One more time. Inhale. Lunge a little further into that left leg. And exhale. Wonderful. Go ahead and straighten that front leg out and point all 10 toes forward. Bring hands to heart center. And go ahead and just gently rock side to side as you sit down into goddess pose. Okay? This is like a sumo squat. If you're new to the yoga world, you're coming from a lifting background like I was, think sumo squat. The thighs are parallel to the ground. Nice. One more inhale. One more exhale. Go ahead and bring the weight over into the right leg and straighten out the left leg. Begin to sit back behind you, possibly coming up on that heel, or you can keep the foot down. Maybe this is perfect for your level of flexibility. Stay here. Maybe you're a little flexy-lexy and you can bring the hips behind the heel. Inhale. Release. Exhale. From here, place the hands down to the right. Point the feet towards the right wall. Go ahead and pick up that right leg. One-legged down dog on the right side. Square the hips. Exhale. Bring the right knee through. Arms slide down to the wrist. Back up to the armpit. Gently set the right foot down. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale. Relax the shoulders down. Shine the chest bright forward. One more inhale. And one more exhale. On that exhale, go ahead and turn all 10 toes forward. Bring hands to heart center. Keep the toes turned out. And rock side to side. Goddess pose. Find some stillness, sink down. Stay with the breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Now on the inhale, go ahead and switch that weight over to the left leg, straighten the right leg, and bring the hips behind you. Keep the chest upright. Skandasana. If your flexibility allows, come down further. Keep the chest as lifted as you can. Deep, deep hamstring stretch. So be really easy on this one. Not a time to push your edges. Wonderful. Go ahead and place the hands down here. Straighten the left leg out. Pigeon toe your toes. And come into a wide-legged forward fold. Take hold of those big toes and relax the elbows out to the side. A little bend through the back of the knees. If you'd like to, you can create some movement. Bringing the torso side to side. Straightening one leg, bending the other. If you need complete stillness right now, this is your time. This is your practice. One more breath here. And exhale. Go ahead and press into the mat. Bring your spine halfway straight here, and then begin to heel toe the feet in a bit more, pointing the toes outward. If your 2 blocks are handy for you, go ahead and set those up underneath your seat and yogi squat. Now, if you don't need the blocks, feel free to remove them. They're just here as a modification for people that don't have that flexibility quite yet in their practice. Nice. All right, we're going to move on and do a little arm balance drill before we do our cool down. So go ahead and remove your blocks out from underneath you. We're going to stay in that yogi squat concept at the back of the mat, okay? So wherever you are in your squat. It's okay if you're like up here, not a big deal. We're going to be mostly on our hands, okay? What I would like you to do from yogi squat is placing your arms down about shoulder width apart. You're going to pop your hips up and use the control and strength of your hip flexors as well as your abdomen to slowly bring your feet back down, okay? We'll see if I'm a good example of this right now. We pop up and gently land. Pop up and gently land. Pop up and gently land. It's okay if it's messy at first. It's okay if it's loud at first. This might be your first time doing this. Just go with it. Just laugh. Just have fun. Try to travel backwards. It's a little bit different. Oh, already my hip flexors are burning, and I do these all the time. Whew. Good job, everyone. Let's do one more towards the middle of our mat, and then gently find a seat behind you. Keep the knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Go ahead and bring your toes and your ankles and your knees to touch. And then float the feet off the mat. Bring the shins parallel. Chest is nice and bright, shining up towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. Boat pose. You can also straighten out the legs here. Okay, so I lied. Just 1 more breath. Nice. Go ahead and come down onto your back. We're going to have knees up on the wall for a moment. Move this guy out of the way. You can bend one leg at a time, keeping the other straight if that feels nice. You can keep both extended up towards the ceiling. Now go ahead and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Bring that right heel back down towards your sit bone. Keep the left ankle, left foot flexed, and then clasp behind the back of the right thigh. And then keep that left knee moving away from you as you're bringing the right knee in. Pay attention to your breath. If it's shaky, try to relax your diaphragm. Drop into your body. Get back into rhythm with the breath. Feel the heart rate come down. Just become hyper aware of the functions within your body. Go ahead and uncross the left ankle, and this time we'll switch sides, right ankle over left knee. Gently press that right knee away from you, and then clasp behind the left thigh with both hands. Take notice throughout your practice if one side of the body is more restricted or more open than the other. Good things just to know, to take note to yourself. Doesn't mean that you're not doing good enough. The body is not perfect, so we shouldn't expect our practice to be. Great. Go ahead and unravel your legs there. And hug knees to chest. Create little circles on your mat. Go ahead and switch positions after a little bit. Bring the knees out wide. Take hold of the outside of your feet for happy baby. Another great hip opener that almost everyone can enjoy. If you'd like to, you can straighten out one leg. And then bring that leg in and straighten out the other. You can straighten out both legs. And when you all feel like you've gotten the last little bits of movement that your body needs to get out, you can bring the feet down, straighten the legs out, rest the arms down by your sides. And we will enjoy Shavasana together for about 60 seconds. Move away from the breath. Let it do its thing on its own. Drop into a mental state. A mental state of confidence in your ability to learn something new. Confidence in remaining grounded when learning something new. Stay with that. Again, returning to the sound of my voice. Become aware of the body again. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Deepen your inhale and exhale. And choose one side of your mat to roll over onto your side. Pausing here for a moment before gently pressing up and finding a seated position. When you are there with me, go ahead and keep the eyes closed. I invite you to just remain here in this calm state just for a moment longer. If you wish to, bring your hands to heart center and thank yourself for arriving today, believing in yourself, trying something new, doing the weirdness, sitting through it, not judging. And I want to, of course, thank you for trusting me with your body and your practice. And until next time, everyone, be safe. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you wish to see something taught here on this channel, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I'm always happy to take your suggestions and keep making flows and videos and helpful tips that are going to be of good use to you. And if you haven't already, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, and that way you stay up to date on all the videos that I post for you all.